So in the last episode, I made a fully functional sawmill which allows me to get a bunch of different types of wood blocks for any builds I have in the future. But before we start all of that, I got to come clean about something. So actually I kind of had this video fully recorded. I did a lot of building and I lost the recording. But to be fair, I think it's for the better because the video I was cooking up was super boring. Like I was falling asleep editing it. So I think I'm gonna do a quick do-over. I didn't do a lot, but I'll just quickly go recap over what you guys missed out on. So you can see there's this nice train here which I made in the creative world. It's basically just gonna carry all the logs from the sawmill back to a centralized storage unit here, and you can see how long this is, and you can just see the design. I love this design, by the way. I'm super happy with the colors. And coming over to the sawmill, I also extended some rail networks into the village and also down here where the depot is. But if you were paying attention, you would have noticed these purple and orange wool pillars here with schematic cannons all over my base. You can see it's all the way in the distance there, and I think you can see some, you can see some right here as well. And if I were to come and collect the schematic right here and just walk a little bit back, because you need a lot of room to see what is going to be going on. And if I hold the schematic, ooh, incoming lag spike, you can just see how massive this build is. So I'm building a bridge that's going to be spanning from the sawmill all the way across to my base, maybe until this coastline here. So you can see how big this thing actually is. Thank God I'm actually using the schematic cannon, because building this in survival and all the individual segments is going to take ages. So I'm going to put the schematic away because it's causing my frames to drop down to like 10. And all that's left to do is actually fill up the cannons all the way over there. So that should be really quick and easy to do. And you guys get to experience my first ever mega build in the survival world. Okay, finally I managed to get this last cannon filled up, but there's just one slight problem. I actually forgot to fill the rest of the cannons with gunpowder, so I just gotta do that really quickly, and I promise you we're ready to start this build. So it's gonna be great, trust me guys. And there it is, the bridge is finally complete, and honestly during the nighttime it looks even better with all these lights on it. Now if you guys think this bridge is cool, I'm going to try and put the schematic download in the description below so you can build this exact bridge in your survival world as well. Anyway, since the bridge is now completely built, all that's left to do is start digging out this tunnel here, because as you can see it's completely underground. So instead of having this as a normal train track line, I'm going to make this into a subway line. Now this subway line's purpose is going to be taking me from my base all the way until the shoreline here. Now why this spot specifically is because in future episodes I want to be building a dockyard, because I want to be building ships, and having easy access to the dockyard is going to be super helpful and just save me so much time in the future. Now you guys think I'm going to be using this tiny drill train because I used it in the last episode to dig out these tunnels, but you're wrong. Let me show you what we're really going to be using. And here's the train we're going to use. It's only slightly bigger, if you know what I mean. Slightly bigger, and if I come to the side you can actually see how long this is. Now the reason is because this train is quite complicated. It's got rollers, it's got deployers, just because I'll show you what it does when it's in the survival world, but here's the conductor's room. It's quite compact and complicated, but it's manageable for me. And all these other carriages is literally just extra storage, and I try to make it look nice with like pipes and stuff just to give it some aesthetics. I could have used vaults, but the reason I did use barrels instead is because, you know, I can actually access these barrels while the train is moving, and vaults you kind of have to be stationary, so hence why barrels over vaults is what I'm trying to say here. And here's a nice little lounge in case I ever get bored, you know, because this train is meant to be digging tunnels that are like really long, hence the size of it. But anyway, let's get this into the survival world and let's actually put this train to use. And with the train ready to start, I'm going to be drilling a straight line until I hit this grid where I'm going to be building a station later on. But as for now, all that's left to do is just find where the drills are, turn them on with the deployers, and we can actually start drilling, and I'll see you guys when I'm done.
Eventually.
And with that, this tunnel is not completed. You can see how long this is once again outside my render distance. But anyway, I forgot to mention on why this drill is actually so big and has all these deployers is because as it starts digging out a tunnel, it places these walls behind it, which give it a nice texture shape, and also allows me to color code them. So this is now going to be the blue line, and when we expand our real network, I'm probably going to be using different colors like red and orange concrete just so it's more manageable. But anyway, this is what the tunnel looks like. So I'm going to take you down to the other end of the tunnel to show you guys what I plan to do in future episodes. And coming into the end of the tunnel, I did actually make a slight problem because I dug out too close to the shoreline, so there's not going to be enough room for a station if I build one like here. So I might just dig out a whole section somewhere in this area and have the train tracks loop around so there's actually space, because I want the curves to look natural and not like really wonky, because that'll just look super ugly. But here's what it looks like, and also here's what it looks like without the lights on. It's super dark, so it's a good thing I had these lights installed with the drill. But now let me just drive back to the end of the tunnel so we can actually start with other things, because we need to actually move the log train, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So this train down here has a slight issue in the sense that it's kind of going nowhere, and two, it's meant to be taking wood from the sawmill back and forth, but the sawmill's up there and the train is here. So you can kind of see where the issue is, right? So I need to get this train from where it is right now to the top of the bridge so it can get to the sawmill. So I think I need to use some curved rails to just elevate it high enough, and then maybe if I get it close enough to the top, I can try and wrench it. So let me try doing that. Well, lucky for me, the wrench does have enough range to reach to the bottom layer of the bridge. So now all it's left to do is just get it to the top layer. So I think I might come to the end of the train tracks and try and build an incline, which is going to be like 45 degrees, which is super unrealistic. But it's not good permanent, so I think that should be a good solution for now. So then I can just drive the train up closer, and actually let me see if I have tracks in my toolbox. Yeah, I have a bunch, so that shouldn't be an issue. Okay, now that I'm actually at the hill, I just realized this is a really steep, so who knows if this can actually work or not, but we gotta try anyway. So I think how does this even gonna work, because it's a bit steep. So yeah, saying it's too steep, so I need to go even higher to make it more shallow, but then I'm gonna no clip. I'm gonna go straight into the wall, and then I can't drive the train, and then the train's gonna be stuck, which is a whole nother issue, which is I really don't want to happen. But I'm just looking for any green spots where I can put this train track, and I don't see any. There's one here, and this looks like it's gonna work. Wow, I just realized this is like 45 degrees. I did not know train tracks could be that steep. Okay, well, this is super realistic, but I mean, it's Minecraft, so let me just drive the train and see if this can actually work or not. So just moment of truth. It's going up, it's going up. Okay, yeah, what? Okay, so there's a part, yeah, this is part of the train track that's, oh, what the hell is this? This is not real. What? Oh my goodness. This is, what is this? This looks so cursed. Alright, I'm just gonna increase the train track a little bit more, so this should be a good spot. It's just so that's on the same elevation. And what the, this is so weird. I've never used bends, like upward bends. I've only used curves. So this is just super cursed. But now getting to actual train carriage is gonna be super cursed, because what is this? This is so weird, but I mean, it gets the job done, so can I really complain? Alright, now that I'm actually at the top, I can just wrench it and put this here, so yeah, it looks normal now, relatively normal. I'm gonna take this out because it's kind of an eyesore, and I don't want to see this ever again in my world. If I ever, I'm gonna say this now, guys, if I ever build a train track that looks like that, unsubscribe for me. Never talk to me ever again, because that is horrendous. Maybe the only time I can justify doing something like this is maybe for a roller coaster, so who knows, future episode idea. But honestly, guys, I've been wanting to upload this video for like ages now, and I know for you guys, you haven't seen me do much, but I promise you I've done a lot more. It's just that I lost the video recording, so my bad. In the future episode, I will promise not to lose the audio recording, and I will do better. But I think this is the perfect time to end the episode because it's kind of going nowhere right now. But I promise you, in the next episode, we'll have a goal, we'll get it done, and it'll be an absolute banger. So thank you for watching till the end. Till next time, guys, see ya.
Let's go!